What it means to be a survivor is that I have been to war and I've been back. I am back from war, ready to keep the fight going for women who were not as lucky as me to come out of the war alive. My name is Kate Weissman. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, and I am a 5-year stage 2B squamous cell carcinoma survivor. My husband had a kidney transplant in 2018, and that was actually how they discovered my cancer. I was meant to be his donor. And through all of my testing and all of the processes that I had to go through, they figured out that I had cervical cancer. Luckily, though, his sister stepped up and was his donor. But we had to go through the whole process again, the doctor's appointments, the unknowing, the unpredictability of when his kidneys were going to completely fail. And we went through the transplant. It went beautifully, but it was a very intense year of caretaking and not sure if the organ was going to work well in his body or not. And I'm happy to say that he's healthy and happy, and we're on the other side of it. When I lost my fertility, it felt like a limb had been removed from my body. And what I was lucky to know is that there were options for me to still bring a child into the world in some way, shape, or form. But there are so many women that is taken from and don't have those options after treatment. What I want people to know about cervical cancer is that there is such a stigma that surrounds cervical cancer patients and survivors that gets in the way of us having access to the best treatment, the best care, the best emotional support that a lot of other cancer survivors and patients, I think, receive. I was every day fighting to stay alive. I was in the chemo chair for 8 hours a day, going to radiation every day. I never thought, on top of all of that, I was going to have to be on the phone with my insurance company for hours every day, begging them to cover my treatment. The catalyst for me sharing my story is there are women that cannot share their story anymore because they're not here, or there is such a stigma around cervical cancer that they're afraid to in their community, within their families, etc. I am somebody that's empowered in my network to share my story. And so I am here to share it out loud for a community of women that can't do it for themselves. I have a daughter now, and she is my symbol of hope. She is the symbol of a future. She is a symbol of a generation that may not ever actually know how devastating cervical cancer can be, because our generation is moving the needle. Our generation is planting the trees that I hope she can stand in the shadows of and not really know about the devastation of cervical cancer. She is hope, and she is the next generation that's going to end this thing once and for all.